Well, good evening. Lydia and I are just about to head down to the pub for a bite to eat this evening. Lydia's just actually got back from doing a marathon walk for Macmillan charity, and so her legs are really sore, and so rather than rest and then seize up, she wanted to go for a small walk this evening. So we're taking the dogs down with us, and hopefully that will help with her recovery a little bit. But they did incredibly well yesterday. I actually spent the weekend in the garden just doing lots of stuff around the house, so it felt nice and productive. It was also nice just to have a weekend at home. But we're going to make the most of this beautiful weather and enjoy a nice walk down to the pub, and hopefully get back not too late, because tomorrow is the start of a new week. Yay! Yes. It smells very goat cheesy here. You dangled, boy.
Take them down to this bit. Oh, she's loving it. Yeah, it's proper streaming down under there. Yeah, there we go. Good boy, only a little bit.
Only 40. Well, we'll go through.
Okay. Well done, Porty.
Wandering around her kitchen garden. Quick asparagus check. Trying to decide what to do next. Ah, I see some growth. Mrs. Impatience probably going to pick it. Yep, there she goes. Ah, de-weed. Little flick of the hair. Very important to make sure that she has clear visibility of any weeds in her kitchen garden. Not too sure about the butterflies that are eating her produce. Little boob touch, good measure. Hands on the hips always means business. Quick bum rub, hair flick, folds the arms, serious business. Wanders into the greenhouse, quick scratch of the head, and it's time to quickly admire the lemon trees. They smell so wonderful in there. Watering can. Fill that little bad boy up. Just let that run. We've got the boys taking shade, taking cover in the extreme climate. What is it going to be that's going to be subject to the watering? That is the question. I think we're going to go straight into the greenhouse. There we go. Oh, we're going straight for the cucumbers. Uh-oh. I've seen a spider. I'm going to have to message Ali and ask him to come and water. Oh no, it looks like a big one. Uh-oh. No, she's not going to go near it. I'm going to do this side instead. Safety. Keep those cucumbers nice and hydrated. Maximum growth. Is this going to build the confidence enough for her to go over and water the other side? Quick little rejig. Very brave, because anything could be in there. Moths, daddy long legs, spiders. This is our moment. Oh, she's going. Oh, just one more check and we're in. Taking one for the team. Got some happy cucumbers. That is what Lydia does in her spare time. Lots of hands on hips, lots of hair flicks, and a little bit of watering. Lummy's found the cool part of the house. You're going to try and stay out of the heat as well? Yeah? You're trying to look like one of the sausages? I'm just going to let you know now, Lumi, that if you were in the basement, it's even cooler. Okay? It's even cooler in the basement. Lumi had her 8th birthday last week, so she is officially now Granny Meow. Even accumulated a Granny Meow as well yesterday. Overdone it on her party. You still look as beautiful as ever. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on in, show me what you've got.
Kitchen garden haul.
Kitchen garden haul.
My first ever iceberg lettuce.
Wow, that does look very, very crunchy. I'm impressed.
Salad for lunch.
Well done.
We have punnet of mange tout.
Wow. What?
Punnet.
Punnet.
Punnet of mange tout.
Didn't know that's what that was called.
A lemon. This one.
Did you see the little lemon that I put in there? That fell off the tree. There's a mini lemon in there.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Is it still in there?
No. 2 cucumbers.
Well done. We saw you watering those. Was there a daddy long legs?
No, there's a bumblebee.
A bee.
Oh, did you see me looking at a bug?
Yeah. You went to water it and then you were like, no, wait.
Yeah. He was like obviously upset, so he was like.
Oh.
Trying to sting the plant.
Yeah.
And a courgette.
Well, how's he trying to sting the plant?
They go like that with their buns, don't they?
Oh, right, yeah, true,
They put their little bottoms forward.
Sorry, I was going to say that it's at the back, but they do kind of curl up.
Yeah, they push it forward.
Yeah.
So that's,
Well done. That looks like some great produce. I miscalculated my golf lesson time. I thought it was after. So sorry, my golf club fitting. I thought the lesson was first at 1 and then the fit was after, and it was the other way around. So he's just called me. He's like, "Do you come in?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "It was at 11:30. I was like, "Oh no." Anyway, he's going to see if he can get me in after.
What time will you be back, do you think?
Well, if now my lesson's been pushed back, I'll do 1, 2, 3. I'll be back at 4.
Okay. No salad for lunch for you then?
Well, yeah, before I go.
Oh, you want me to make it now? Oops.
Well, no, I won't be going. I need to get there for 1, so I'll be leaving at 12:30. And Lydia's sorted the dogs out with some ice cubes and damp towels to keep them cool in the heat.
Loving the ice cube.
The last thing we need is a couple of hot sausages.
Yeah, we like
hot dogs.
Did you tell them that Porter? Oh, you would have shown them in your video. Porter went in the stream yesterday.
Yes, they saw in the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went in the stream. I think if we got you a paddling pool this year, you would have been very happy.
Maybe, yeah.
But I think if I was going to get a paddling pool this year, I'd get one of those iron tubs.
Yes. Potentially. Well, good afternoon. I'm just about to head off for my first golf lesson in months. I haven't been. The last time I went actually was when I documented it on my vlog. So we're going to be heading over there today for a golf lesson and then possibly a club fitting. My clubs date back to the 90s. They're extremely old. They're my dad's old golf clubs. I need a new set of irons. So my putter and my driver are absolutely fine. It's just my irons that need basically replacing. So if we can fit that in today, because I miscalculated times and I thought it was after my lesson, it was actually before. We can sort that out, fantastic. We're currently at around about 34, 35 degrees here in the UK, so it's an absolute scorcher. So I'm very grateful that the boys are going to be continuing with the golf stuff today, because I think lots of people are taking the day off work in the UK from the sounds of it. Lids and I are certainly just taking it a bit easier. I've got some stuff that needs to be done, so having a golf lesson, of course, is not working. So I'm looking forward to it. And I thought just before I head off, as part of the Sky Cinema Club, I'm very excited to announce that they're now offering Paramount Plus for Sky Cinema users at no extra cost. So it doesn't cost you any extra money, but you've just got a whole load of Paramount films that you can get stuck into and enjoy. And they include some absolute classics. Now I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that I've never watched Pulp Fiction, but that is on the list. So that is one classic or iconic film that I'm definitely going to settle down to and watch. It also has some other really popular films such as Mission Impossible, which of course, if you're into your action, that's an absolute classic, as well as Grease, which if you want some nostalgia, it's a great film to sit down to and watch. When I grew up, Grease was like such a focus point. We did it at school when we did plays. It was like one of the go-to outfits when in fancy dress. So it just played such a huge part of my childhood. And when I was growing up, that I think that watching Grease again would definitely go down very well. If you are on Sky, Paramount Plus is now on there, so I'm really happy to share that with you. But as Sky Cinema Club, of course, each month Sky Originals and Sky Blockbusters hit my TV screen, and this week I was spoilt for choice, but I decided to go for Spider-Man. And this film really surprised me. Tom Holland, of course, plays Peter Parker in this latest Spider-Man film. I think this film would definitely appeal to you that aren't a fan. If you're just like a casual watcher like myself, I think that you would still really enjoy Spider-Man. The special effects in this film were just absolutely phenomenal. The amount of time that must have gone into this film is absolutely crazy. But without giving too much away, basically, Spider-Man, how do I say this without giving too much away? Doctor Strange is a character that has the capabilities of creating spells, and Peter Parker asks Doctor Strange to put a spell on so everybody forgets Spider-Man's identity. The spell in question doesn't go to plan, and essentially unwanted visitors come from other universe, and it's Spider-Man takes it on himself to try to rectify the spell that has taken place. Now that's all I'm going to say. But there was a particular moment in the film where there was a heightened brotherhood, should we say, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really nice, positive aspect of the film. Again, watching the special effects and understanding just a little bit of how those are done, I just thought it just blew me away how good they are. Because you see so often in slightly smaller budget films, you can just spot the special effects a mile away, and I just felt like they were just really well done. And I'd actually love to see some behind the scenes stuff of Spider-Man being made, because you know it'll be out there, all of the green screen. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, which actually took me a bit by surprise. But the Sky Originals that are available this week are Paws of Fury and How to Please a Woman. So if you want to go and check those Sky Originals out, then you know what to do. Head over to the YouTube Sky Cinema channel and watch the trailers over there. Of course, I'll leave the links to all of this in the description box below. Before I head out, I actually quickly want to share with you how to download Paramount Plus onto your Sky Glass TV. Okay, so I've quickly come into the bedroom. As you can see, we've got the Sky Glass TV, and I want to see how easy this is to set up. So, hello Sky, turn on. So apparently, all I need to ask is for Paramount Plus. Hello Sky, get Paramount Plus. Loading, please wait. Something's happening. There we go. Sky Marketplace. Paramount Plus, £0 a month. We'll confirm that. Just follow these simple steps. Scan the QR code below or go to sky.com. We'll go to my phone. It'll open up my Sky account. So what I've just done is I've downloaded and set up an account with Paramount Plus on my phone using the QR code that came onto the Sky Glass. It's going to ask me to log in, I'm sure. Sign in. Let's try on the TV. Now I've got Paramount Plus on the Sky Glass. That took, I've been recording for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So that did not take too long at all. So as you can see, I've got a huge selection of new films that I can now sit back and watch, and they're all categorized: Emmy nominees, reality hits, British true crime, comedy, thrillers. Wow, they've got loads going on here. Amazing, super easy. So if I just go back home, I now have Paramount on the Sky Glass. So it's as simple as that, and as you just saw, there is so much on Paramount Plus, including TV series such as Yellow Jacket and Halo. Halo, I'm actually going to watch it just because I'm so intrigued to see it, because when I was younger, I wasn't much of a gamer, but there were a few games I played, and one of those was Halo. I used to love sitting down on the Xbox and playing Halo with my friends, and so I think that that would be quite nice to see, just to see how they interpretate the game, and just to see the kind of storyline that they portray in Halo. So that's all over on Paramount Plus. So hopefully you can enjoy Paramount Plus, and as I said, it's at no extra cost, which is fantastic. So I am now going to jump in the car, head over to the golf club, and hopefully I'll get the opportunity to have some irons fitted.
I do think a large element to why you're not putting it on the course. Yeah, but it's more the sense I just think you're just not doing it enough. So it's like you go out here and it's like straight away, like you hit sort of 3 swings, you have probably a blank blade and you'll hit a ball however long. And it sounds like this, it can't be that sort of far off, there's nothing sort of drastic with it. You see how the head sort of sways off, and then it stays behind. So it's almost like you end up going here slightly, and then here. Right. Because the head's behind it, you're not turning. You've stacked all your weight on the right side. Yeah. Like you say, the foot's trying to kick off. Yeah. You're here, and then having to try and find it. Right. Whereas if we can feel like your head stays on top, that's going to shorten your swing route straight away. Yeah. And then we can then keep the head on top and create that flow. So we get that. You understand what you mean. Then we have to hold your head though, so it's going to feel like half a swing. That's it. I'm just going to hold your head to that position. There you go. So that's going to help us kick off into that left-hand side. I've just got half a swing punch. Right idea. So
how much resistance was there in my head?
In terms of
me pushing against
not a lot at all.
But I felt like I did a really soft swing, as you can see. Yeah. So then trying to get that, but then with a strong swing. So, so that there.
Yeah. That's it. We're just going to through. That's it.
Well, I've just finished up my golf lesson on the range, really productive. Got a few things to take from today's session, and we're just about to head inside the training centre here just to get a club fitting done so we can work out what irons are going to be most suitable for my style of swing. We also had Phil from Smart Valet Detailing come over last week and clean up all the cars. He's done a fantastic job on the range. He's actually had quite a bit of dust and stuff hit it because I was with the leaf blower the other day on the drive, but it's still looking super fresh. He's really brought out all of the details in the paintwork, which is amazing. Got rid of a lot of the scratches from the leaves and also a lot of the swirling that was on the windows. So I'm very, very happy with the state of this car right now. I'll also show you when I'm home the Aston, because some of you may remember that I actually hit the Aston Martin on the drive and scratched the splitter. Well, he's worked his magic on that. Well, we just arrived for our fitting today. You can see we've got all of the shafts on the wall. I'm assuming that's to do with the loft of the club. Loads of clubs for us to play around with today, so we're going to get busy and see what goes down.
Right, I'll get to a few of your samples.
Yeah, so this is the club from the 90s.
Probably as old as we are.
I should be hitting all right now.
So the only reason I stick that blue tee down, mate, is just as a guide, like where I need the ball.
Yeah.
And then in terms of direction, you see like the 200-yard board in the distance, the white flag? That's kind of roughly where I want you to be trying to think about going anyway. And then, yeah, we'll just hit a few of yours and then we'll go from there.
You ready?
Yeah, you carry on. Are there any clubs you've looked at so far that you wanted to try or anything like that?
No, this is the first time.
Yeah.
I've always liked the idea of the tailor-made.
Okay.
But it's what you say, really. Ready?
Yeah, you carry on, mate. Far away.
So we've been trying to change some of that swing.
Yeah.
What you're working on shorter.
Okay.
So I'm pulling it back shorter and I'm stabbing down the ball a bit more.
Yeah.
So I'm not obviously getting my distance, so I can't hit it as hard.
Yeah, that's okay. How far on the course would you generally have worked on in the past trying to hit a 7 iron roughly? Or would you
160, is it?
Okay, yeah. So you're basically carrying that around about 150, so that's one carried bang on 150.
Right.
We're at 162. Now the one that you put like a full swing on, your old swing as you would call it, carried 172 yards.
Yeah.
You did carry quite a lot further.
Yeah, on the old swing, yeah.
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 I'm just checking things. Yeah, so because you've got such an old set of clubs, you do have what I call like an old loft. Right. So on a lot of modern day 7 irons, so for example, something we're going to try in a minute, the loft's 30 degrees. This is 34, 35. It's just totally different. So, obviously, purely because you mentioned tailor-made to start with, we'll start with it.
Yeah, lovely.
We'll start with this. It's called P790. Okay. So this is an iron that's very popular from them. The irons that you're using are obviously quite big,
Massive, yeah.
the size of the club. So a lot of these, even though, for example, this I wouldn't say is a small golf club these days, it's still going to look smaller to you.
Yeah.
So it's whether you like that, whether you enjoy the look of it, etc.
Yeah.
So start with this and go from there. Would you say you have a typical shot shape normally?
No, that's what we're working on.
Okay.
It's too sporadic.
Okay. Like all golfers, or most golfers.
Yeah.
Sound better?
So what I'd say is that it's a lot harder for me to feel like the connection on the ball is nicer.
Okay.
So like that went alright, but it felt a bit like I felt it up the shaft.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Like the vibrations.
Yeah. So that felt like it came off the club nicely,
It felt sweet.
but it went over there miles left.
Yeah.
But then it's probably my swings have probably got tight because we've just been hitting balls constantly.
You already had hours off the balls.
Yeah. Nice shot.
So, two things that I'm looking at on all golf clubs is launch angle and spin rate.
Right.
That basically dictates how the ball goes through the air.
Yeah.
And I want that to be a certain number on a certain club.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't surprise me, because a club like this is a lot less lofted than yours and the modern day build, it's not spinning as much.
Right.
You want a certain amount of spin on a club.
course.
So on a 7-iron, really I'm looking at about 6,500.
Yeah.
Your 7-iron spins at 7,000. This so far spins at 5,200. So it's massively different, and it's not enough. Now, it comes off the face quick. You've said that, yeah, it feels nice when you hit it sweet out the middle. If I take one out that wasn't quite as nice a shot like that, it comes off the face like
Let's have a quick look.
4 miles an hour faster than yours. But you see how that spin number is dramatically lower?
Yes.
So, yeah.
So that means there's less control and the ball's more vulnerable to getting caught in the wind and stuff.
Going offline,
Yeah.
not stopping as fast.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Miss Millen Gordon is not happy with the sound of the water fountain. She said it sounds like interference. So she's going to remove it to try and make it sound nicer.
Can you pass me some of the, can you bring some of the cobbles down, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you get me another
Square one.
square one?
Well, that is the job complete.
Happy?
I would say that it's an improvement.
How long have I been asking you to do that?
By the way, I went down and actually did it.
No, it was my doing.
Your
to make
idea,
this happen.
my action.
But now we've got lovely sounding. It doesn't sound like interference now. And it looks nice as well. I love the fact that it's getting this like green algae on it, 'cause it makes it look older. I almost want to have something growing around it as well. But I'd love to have like loads of pots.
We'll work on this space soon enough. Never got finished.
And then
I said soon enough, it never got finished.
the depth of the sofa is 77 centimetres. It's 2 iron chairs, like armchairs, and a coffee table.
Yeah, which is what we said originally.
Or you could do 3 chairs. When you have your friends over and it's summertime and you want to sit outside but you're down here in the bar, you can do it down here as well.
Yeah.
So you could do 3 iron armchairs,
Right.
like 2 either side and then like 1 there or something.
Because originally we were going to do the L, weren't we?
You're not going to sit in an L out here.
2 little nosy boys at the top of the stairs.
Don't even think about it. He's mounted him.
Well, we finished up making a decision down in the basement and we're going to be ordering some furniture for there, which was successful. Lydia's just made this stir fry.
With munch too from the kitchen garden.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well done you. I like that you're making the most of the kitchen garden in the dishes. It's good to see it. So yeah, we're going to settle down and eat this. I'm currently just watering the grass because it's looking a little bit brown everywhere. I'm just doing this section over here in the distance. Been doing the square patch over there for a while because that is fully gone, but hopefully a little watering will help. I haven't actually put any effort into the grass this year. You can see where all of the growth has come back too well in the areas that I reseeded last year, so it looks very spotty. So I think this really needs a lot of work doing to it, but for another time. What's happened to your ears? Can we reset your ears? Come. Where are their treats? Good boys. So we are debating whether to bring the boys into the bedroom with the aircon or whether it's cool enough in here.
It's not getting any cool air in here, it's just...
No? So you'd like to try and put them in the bedroom?
I just think it's too hot in here for them, personally.
Okay. Do you know how hot it is in here? It says on the stat.
30 degrees.
30 degrees in here? No way. No way is it 30 degrees.
30.2 degrees. Can we get yourself?
That's mad. Doesn't feel 30 degrees.
It does feel 30 degrees, babe. The air is so...
10 to 10.
Babe, I'm just standing here talking to you and I'm getting
Okay.
sweat ash. It is hot.
Are you two ready to come to the bedroom? You coming to the aircon? Lumi's not going to know what's going on when she sees you in there. Let's reset your ears, mate.
Did you close my umbrella?
I did, yes. So our bedroom is currently sitting at... So there's no way that's 23 degrees in here.
You've got to think about if you turn that off, it will be 23 degrees.
But it feels like it's 18 degrees in here. Basically, obviously we've got the aircon on and it's freezing. Okay, making his bed. Dachshunds making their beds is one of the
best thing.
gifts that keep on giving.
It never gets old.
I feel like they try and then they just give up and they just plop down.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that'll do. I've done a sterling job. It's very similar to watching Mummy Garden. Best brothers. Well, the boys were very hot in the kitchen. You've lucked out, lads, and you've got parents that have aircon that allow you to sleep in the bedroom with the aircon.
You're 100% want to have blankets over you.
Yeah, well, they've got them down there, so it's two very comfortable sausages, all tucked up. Good boys. Well, Lids and I are going to make the most of the opportunity to actually spend some time in the bedroom without the dogs barking because they want us. And we're going to have tea and biscuits and we're going to stick on the sky glass. So, tell me the reason why we've got Tim Tams.
A lovely Australian follower who has made microfiber turbans
Wow.
for drying your hair in a pattern inspired by where are you going? By the English like foliage, because she said it was very different to Australian.
Yeah, of
foliage.
course, yeah.
And so she sent me a packet of Tim Tams because she knows that we enjoy them.
Oh, how lovely.
I love a Tim Tam Slam.
So do I. So we're going to have our teas, stick on Sky, and enjoy some Timmy Tams. You decide we want to do the whole pack.
I just think we should.
Yeah, go on then.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
The only thing is there's odd numbers, so I'm having 5 because they're for me.
Yes, that's fine. We are sorted. Cheers. We've got Paramount now. Paramount Plus, which has loads on it. Trending movies. I don't know if we've got enough time to watch a film though. The Man Who Fell to Earth. That actually sounds like it could be interesting. Oh my god, they got Meet the Fockers on there and Meet the Parents.
Have you watched that?
We watched it together. Where can you see that?
Just there, on the bottom.
Oh, underneath. So Lids and I watched this not too long ago. Talented Mr. Ripley.
Such an icon.
Bit of a vibe, wasn't it, that, to be
Yeah.
fair?
Oh my gosh, it is literally
Yeah.
like old Italian glamour. It's perfect.
And that is under thriller movies. Right, anyway, we've got some decisions to make, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it is day 2 of the British summertime heatwave. Porter's taking shade. Barkley, however, whoa, it's the first time I felt it today. That is hot. No wonder you're on the grass. Feet are on fire. Come on, Porter. Too hot for you.
Yeah.
Why don't you bring the dogs in here then?
Do you think the dogs will want to come in here?
Well, I don't know. Barkley's laying in it.
In the sunshine?
Yeah.
No, don't let him because it's too hot.
Okay, we'll bring him in here then.
Because Porter just walked on the floor that was boiling.
And ran.
No, he didn't run.
Oh,
But it's not good.
I think they're a bit tougher than us too.
Well, I think that they aren't as affected by the heat, but we need to stop them when it's like
Yes, make sure they have lots of water. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go and show them the lovely work that Phil did on the Aston.
that. About Team Thursday.
Yes, okay. Barcolini!
My boy number 1. My boy number 2. Yeah. Say hello. Yes.
I thought we'd quickly take a look at the thermostat to see where we're at. We are 39.3 degrees currently in this room. It does get particularly hot in here because obviously we've got a lot of glass. So it does hold it in very much so. But we're going to quickly go out the front and I want to show you something. Also a little wisteria update. How nice is that looking? I gave it a little prune yesterday. Apparently it was a good time of the year to prune it. I didn't get anything crazy, just got rid of a few little loose ends. You can see how much it's thickening up. It's getting more established as each year goes on. But, topic of conversation, the Aston. Some of you may remember, some of you may not. So I'm going to insert the clip just here. As you can see, there was some damage onto the front splitter of the car. I was just moving the car on the drive and there was a pile of wood that I hadn't seen and I caught it. So I spoke to Phil and he said that he would come and try and polish it out. And as you can see now, all of that is pretty much gone. The worst of it has gone. So he's done an absolutely fantastic job and saved me a lot of money as well because I was looking to have that whole front end redone. And now all we have left are some very small marks that I can definitely live with. So I'm very happy because he saved me massively. Well, I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to do a little bit of exercise in the basement where it's nice and cool. I am also going to finish up a couple of jobs that I need to in the office and then just relax. I do hope that you've all coped well in this abnormally hot weather here in the UK. And if you had the opportunity to go and enjoy it safely, you did so. And also, I hope you did enjoy this week's video as always. So I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, 5 PM. Take care. Peace.